Look inside the amusement park business, a high-stakes race to be biggest, fastest, and best. I'm Bill Flanagan, and I'll be coming.
Summer's the time for balls.
I'm gonna get them sticky balls.
And in this part of the world, Pennsylvania has more balls than any other state, 14 in all.
And Patty, as you might expect, they are battling each other as well as parks in neighboring states for a share of the 250 million
minions
that make each 250 million years. Tonight, money editor Bill Flanagan takes a ticket to die for a three-part look inside.
Bill, and Americans pay plenty for those tickets to Ray. An all-day pass at the big Midwestern parks can range from $13 to $13. That doesn't begin to include the food and souvenirs you buy once you're inside. Well, to get you to do it and to keep you coming, an amusement arms race is underway. Rolling ribbons of ribbons, rattling, rumbling, coming wood. Keep your coming. What do you like best about that one?
When it goes on the hump. No, when it gets slow.
No. When it gets slow.
When it draws. No, when it goes up. When it goes up. The humps and then go down.
Can I ask you what you thought of that experience?
Oh, I love it. I think it's great. Ask her what she thought of it.
I hated it. You hated it? Now why? What was wrong with that ride?
I just couldn't open my eyes and had to bend down the whole time.
She's got a ticket to ride, and she don't care.
I think every park would like to have the bragging rights to having the biggest wood.
No! Let's face it, you go on a big roller coaster because it's a fearsome thing and it's going to scare you, you know, but somewhere in the back of your head you know that it's a fearsome thing.
Roller coasters carry about 2 passengers each year, with an annual average of about 1.5 fatalities. The odds of a fatal accident are about 1 in 1.
The superpower in the amusement park arms race just may be Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. The park has 9 roller coasters, more roller coasters than any other amusement park in the world.
Cedar Point Star Wood. Here is the Magnum XL Wood. Its 2-foot wood was the tallest in the world, and its 72-mile-per-hour top speed the fastest as well.
Wow!
How important are the superlatives? How much do you think they mean or really add to the park?
I think when you talk in terms of where there's nothing else that can match it in terms of length, I think in those terms it does have some major impact.
Magnum's held the title 2 years in a row.
You can have all the hype in the world, but if that ride does not, carry through on that, then that will get around sooner or later, too.
So far, that hasn't been a problem for Cedar Point. Jeff Brown is from Plum Borough.
What brings you all the way to Ohio to ride a roller coaster?
The Magnum. It's awesome. That 200 feet drop, you can see that. It's just amazing.
So is the price tag. Magnum cost $8 million, the most expensive wood ever built. Even so, it's one thing for Cedar Point, one of the nation's 10th amusement parks, to pay off a multi-million-dollar investment in a couple of years.
Morning, Wood.
It's been over 2 hours now, and while I'm sure that any guest that would have been on it would be incredibly nauseous by now, it hasn't exploded, so I'm sure it's all fine. What the hell?
Well, tomorrow night we'll see just how 3 Pennsylvania parks are responding to the amusement arms race, and you may have heard that next year Pittsburgh's own Kennywood is planning to join it in a big way.
Did you have white knuckles on some of those?
Usually the first time out, especially on the Magnum. Once I did it once, then I was able to loosen up on the grip.
All right, Bill, thanks. While maglev is on track for the future, another kind of track transportation from the past is also getting a lot of attention. Amusement
amusement parks across the country are battling to build the biggest, the fastest, and the best. Tonight in his special assignment, Ticket to Die. Money editor Bill Flanagan says the fight is especially fierce around here. Bill?
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, boy. I'm going to try Billy Ball.
Well, Ray, we live right in the middle of what coaster enthusiasts call a golden triangle of thrill rides. From Cedar Point and Kings Island in western Ohio to Dorney Park in eastern Pennsylvania stand dozens of sticky balls. Each year, the biggest parks spend millions of dollars for bragging rights to the best wood in North America, if not the world. And even mid-sized parks find the race hard.
What are you doing, Gary? The race has started. You let Snelly take the lead.
Any mid-sized amusement park in America can wet you, so it takes more than the ordinary ride to set a park apart. It takes a ride that's the biggest, the fastest, the best. 1, 2, 3!
Oh, here it comes, everybody.
Each year somewhere there's a major escalation in the amusement park battle to be the best. More often than not, it revolves around a roller coaster.
What's all that yelling?
Hershey Park in central Pennsylvania brought the first steel looping coaster to North America 13 years ago. Franklin Shear is Hershey's assistant vice president in corporate operations.
Is it tough to keep up with that level of competition? It's what we call the arms race, and it seems like everybody wants to have the tallest and strongest and longest.
Not quite everyone. If it weren't for PennDOT's plans to build a new White Swan Park would still be in business.
He's changing
White Swan Park
to Koopa Island.
Koopa Island, Coupland Bridge, that slob's ruining civilization. I'm going for the cops.
Until the 1950s, amusement parks in general were dying, swallowed by expanding and an unsavory reputation. Then in July 1955 came Disneyland. Hershey adopted the theme park approach in 1919.
This is a destination. Hershey, Pennsylvania, Comtown, USA is a destination where people can come.
Hershey spent $7.50 introducing the Flying Falcon, a kiddie ride, 105 feet tall, expanding its wood. Laura Baker coordinates the park's publicity.
Well, we try to keep them coming, but what we really hope is that people will come here and they'll see how nice it is, and they'll come back.
Pittsburgh's wood is the large. Of course, Kennywood already has an enviable wood.
Oh, here comes the moment of my favorite part of the ride. This is the sort of competition everyone dreams about.
The surprise hills and quick turns of the 22-year-old Thunderbolt consistently place it on many of the world's 10 best lists. Even so, Kennywood intends to go the Thunderbolt one better and build a modern steel roller coaster. Well, so far, Kennywood is keeping plans for its new best, close to the vest. But tomorrow night, we'll tell you what we can about what's in store. And we'll take you to Salt Lake City, Utah to visit the designers of the biggest in the world. And Ray and Patty, that includes the new one being planned for Pittsburgh.
What's the bulb? And are there a number of bulbs throughout the country?
There's only 2 in the United States, and 1 in Cincinnati does wood.
Yeah, interesting. Thanks, Bill. Just ahead.
The Great Balls of Fire.
Where's my getaway chariot?
There was a landmark of sorts today in the roller coaster business. At Kings Island Amusement Park in Cincinnati, a roller coaster fanatic took his 10,000th ride on the...
In the beginning, roller coasters were made of wood. Trains named Cyclone, Gemini, and Thunderbolt plunged down 1-foot hills at speeds approaching 6 miles an hour.
Something about a wood jacket that bangs. Just the thrill of being on an old
wood.
What's the best ride at the park?
The laser loop.
The laser loop. Now, why the laser loop and not the Thunderbolt?
Because it has a loop.
Counting down. 3,
I think in the past couple of years, steel roller coasters have come.
Has this been one of your favorite series to shoot?
No.